Hi Year 4, welcome to our third reading skills lesson of this week, all about dragon poetry. In a moment we're going to write Vipers and the Short Date, but before we do, because it's Children's Mental Health Week, we are going to start today's lesson with a nice little breathing activity. So put your pencil down and I'd like you to just look at the image on the screen and you can see a beautiful star geometric shape, and what we're going to do is breathe with the shape. Okay, so you can imagine this is a bit like your lungs when you breathe in and out, and what I'd like to do is join me and breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, and I'd like you to continue just breathing, counting and watching the shape, and we'll do it together for a few more moments. And perhaps you might want to breathe in through your nose. So through your nose, in, 2, 3, and out through your mouth, 2, 3. In through your nose, 2, 3, out through your nose. And just continue looking carefully at the beautiful shapes and just feeling how your breath is as it comes in through your nose. Is the air warm? Can you feel your tummy and your chest expanding and going down when you breathe out? And just continue. Okay, well done. So I'm going to take us back now. Actually, let's come back to me quickly. So that was just a very short piece of mindfulness. Of course, you can do that on your own at any time. You can rewind the video. You can Google mindfulness images to follow. Watch it on YouTube, or even better, get away from the screen and just count in your head. Maybe lay down somewhere nice on your back, or sit still in the garden or near a window, and just count and practice focusing on your breathing, on the air coming in and coming out. And mindfulness is fantastic for calming you down, making you feel nice, helping you relax, helping you focus, and it's something you can do anytime you wish. So let's get on with our reading skills lesson now. Today is the 3rd of February 2021 and we're focusing on vocabulary today. So can you put a circle around the V when you've written Vipers, and pause the video to get that done now, please. Super, well done. Okay, again, please ignore the Smart Notebook stamp. It's just because we're sorting out the license for school at the moment. It's not a problem at all. So we're going to learn today about a type of poem which is believed to be created by the Anglo-Saxons. And we did cover this in English a few weeks ago, but maybe you can remember. It is kennings, and they're really great. They were first used in Anglo-Saxon and Norse poetry, and the famous poem Beowulf, which we've read, uses many kennings. For example, in Beowulf, they call a body a bone house. They talk about a battle light, which actually means a sword. They talk about a wave floater, which is a ship, and they even talk about a great whale road, which is really the sea. So what do you notice about these words together, and what links them? Pause the video, have a little think, maybe talk to someone at home. Okay, very good. So what you'll notice is all of these are either nouns or verbs. So bone house are 2 nouns joined with a hyphen. A dash is called a hyphen. A battle light is 2 nouns joined with a hyphen. A wave floater, again, well, to float is a verb, and a whale road is a noun, again 2 nouns. So you need to use a combination of nouns and maybe verbs to make kennings. And there are the same kennings again at the top that we've talked about. And kennings describe something familiar that we know in an uncommon way. So it's a bit like a code without using its name. So if I said to you, this morning I went for a lovely refreshing swim in the whale road, you might not know what it meant, but if you can solve my code and uncrack my kenning, you'll know I was talking about the sea, because of course whales, they swim through the sea. So it's a bit like a road for them. So a whale road really means the sea. Kennings are sometimes metaphorical, and a metaphor is a bit like a simile. It's where you compare something to something else, but you don't use the word like or as. So I might say that in the sky today there is candy floss. Of course, there's not candy floss. Maybe you can work out what I meant with my metaphor. Of course, yes, I meant the clouds look so much like candy floss. I'm going to say they are candy floss. That's what a metaphor is. And for example, if you look at the kennings above, the body is not really a house, but it does provide a home or a house for bones. So when we say a bone house, that's a bit of a metaphor, okay? And that's the job of a kenning. A sword is not really a light, but it reflects light, so it looks a bit like one. And the sea is not really a road, of course, but it's something whales need to travel. So it's just like a road for whales. Here are the kennings from Beowulf. I would like you, please, to write each kenning into your book and then see if you can write what it means. Okay, so you're going to copy the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kennings, copy them down in your book, put them the numbers 1 to 7, do a little dash here or an arrow, and then try and work out what it means. So bone box, we already know. You would hopefully write either a human body, a skeleton, or even a grave. Okay, so pause the video and unpause when you're done. Okay, well done. Let's see how many you got right. So a whale road, we've talked about again before. That is, of course, the sea. A sky candle. What could a sky candle be? It's the stars or the moon or even the sun, because it's something up in the sky that's making light. A light of battle. What could that be? It is a sword, because sword reflects and shimmers light, and we use them in battles. Helmet bearers. What on earth could that be? Helmet bearers. They're warriors, people that bear, which means to wear, helmets. Giver of gold. That is a king. And last, storm of swords. I think I know this one. Storm of swords. What could it be? A war or a battle, because it's like a raging storm with loads of hundreds of swords clashing and slashing. Okay, so well done at trying to unpick some kennings. They can be used to describe everyday people, animals or objects. For example, I've written one that says face licker, and that actually means a dog. I thought we could call a baby a noise maker, and even a computer could be a data giver. So I've turned these normal, familiar, everyday things like dogs, babies, computers into kennings to make them more fun, a bit of a code, and just like the Anglo-Saxon people did. So your last challenge for today, I'd like you to come up with at least 6 kennings for a dragon or parts of a dragon and write them in your book. Don't forget the hyphen, which is the dash. Here, there's always a little hyphen to link the 2 words together. After you've done this, if you want to then go and write kennings for other things or put kennings in a little poem, your teacher would love to see those as well. Okay, so that's your task. Good luck and well done, everyone. Send through what you've done to your teacher as always. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Maybe try a bit of mindfulness later on, or even better, teach someone else you live with how to do a bit of mindfulness. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow for more reading skills. Bye.